had this stuff, but there's some training that was needed. You had to learn what the Army was all about. What does it mean to be an Army officer? Well, today, we take off those training wheels and you get your big kid bike. You get to put on that first lieutenant rank. And so people still know, hey, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and we all are. That never stops, because if it does, it's time for us to move on. But you're at that next stage. People are going to look to you. No longer are they going to run the other way because there's a second lieutenant coming in my direction. As Sergeant Ashley likes to periodically. So this is a big day for you, and Nora and I are very proud of you, and so happy, that you've invited us to be a part of this day with you. And so, without further ado, let's get to it.
Okay. Lieutenants, will please join me all here. That'd be great. We have a large number of our staff here as well, our civilian dietechnicians, our NCOs, other civilian preceptors who work with these dietitians and dietetic interns. And although I have the privilege of being the coordinator and doing the schedule, they're the ones that they really learn from. So they play like just a fantastic role. The first promotion today is going to be for Second Lieutenant Kara Moore. And she was born right here. Oh. When she gets to be a captain, she'll have this like down pat. So, she was born and raised in Austin, Texas, and got her Bachelor's of Arts degree in English, actually, from the University of Texas at Austin. And after working in the civilian community for a while, got her DPD from City University of New York, Hunter College in New York City. She says she's really looking forward to growing in knowledge and experience by learning from her coworkers and her patients. And she's really enjoyed interacting with the dietitians and patients here at Madigan, and has learned a lot from the hands-on experience that she could never get from a book, and that everyone has been really helpful. So I appreciate everyone's assistance for this young officer. And I get the privilege of promoting her.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Kara Moore. In view of these qualities and her demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, she is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of First Lieutenant by order of the Secretary of the Army, effective date 10 March 2014.
Sorry, no, it's okay. See, when I was in the Army, you just had pins and you could just slap them in. No. So do another for the show. Okay, check. Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Our next officer is Lieutenant Taylor Newman, and he will be promoted by Lieutenant Colonel Stephanie Meyer. Lieutenant Newman originally was from Royal Oak, Michigan. He attended Central Michigan University and graduated with a Bachelor's of Science degree in dietetics and biochemistry. And what he's enjoyed most is the unexpected opportunities and the people that he has gotten to work with here in Madigan. And as far as his future, really looks forward to learning beyond the books every day with the staff and his preceptors. So, Lieutenant Taylor Newman.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Taylor Newman. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, He is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of First Lieutenant by order of the Secretary of the Army, effective date 11 March 2014.
That way.
Very good. Okay, very good. The next officer is Lieutenant Kira Brown. And Lieutenant Brown was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so she understands my accent. You can move closer to the front. She has her bachelor's in dietetics from Ohio University, and what she is, as far as Madigan is concerned, is most looking forward to continued opportunities to promote nutrition amidst the military communities. And in her future, she says, I've appreciated most about her time at Madigan is observing the variety of approaches, research, production, counseling, and the dietitians who make an impact in patients both directly and indirectly. So, Lieutenant Kira Brown, she will be promoted by Shauna Phipps.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and ability of Second Lieutenant Kira Brown. In view of these qualities and her demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, she is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of First Lieutenant by order of the Secretary of the Army, effective date 13 March 2014.
Last but not least, Lieutenant Nicolette Cherney, whose promotion day actually is today. Lieutenant Cherney grew up in Muskego, Wisconsin, right outside of Milwaukee. Went to college at the University of Wisconsin-Madison and learned her Bachelor's of Science in Dietetics, and was in the UW Marching Band as a drummer. She says she is most looking forward to the most of the adventures and opportunities that lie ahead in her military career, and what she's enjoyed most about Madigan experience is how knowledgeable the staff is and how willing everyone is to help. And she will be promoted by Major Angela Slitzer.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Nicolette Cherney. In view of these qualities and her demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, she is therefore promoted in the United States Army to the grade of First Lieutenant by order of the Secretary of the Army, effective date 14 March 2014.